Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my OpenTTD Let's Play. Now, since last time, two things. I did a couple of things in between episodes. One of them was sorting out this junction. I split it out, different platforms and stuff, and I recorded that as a Viewer Plus video. So if you're a Viewer Plus subscriber, head out to the website and check it out. So you'll be able to see what happened between episodes. Also then, after that, I've been in game 2 years. And what I've been doing is just throwing trains at our network. Now, there's a reason for this. So I'm just going to let the game continue just a little bit while I explain this, and you'll be able to see this part of the network working and how the flow's going. So the reason is that maintenance in this game is a lot. This is not an easy game. Breakdowns are set to normal, and I think building costs and maintenance costs are set to medium. So it's not easy, and because of that, the cost of the maintenance is quite high. Now, with the cost of the maintenance being quite high, you have to make sure you use the infrastructure you're laying down. So we've laid down, over the last few episodes, we put an iron ore line in, we put a steel line in, we put a goods line in, and then I think the episode after that we put this massive great big coal loop in. Now, we are going to carry on with doing some of this coal loop today, but it's important that we make use of this network that we have. So I've been throwing trains down anywhere where I've gone into the station list, and anywhere where there's a lot of stuff lying around, I've gone and sorted it out. Now, we've got quite a lot of livestock here at the moment, but that doesn't matter. That's not important. And passengers and mail we're not really interested in. You can see we haven't really got any coal lying around, we haven't got any steel lying around, or any goods or anything like that, and that is because of the amount of things that I've thrown at it. Money is slowly going up. It's been a bit rough over the last few years because of all the extra lines we put in recently and haven't really utilised them. So I'm hoping that throwing these extra trains at the network will help the situation. So now we should be able to see that at the factory, the percentage transported is raising, as is the amount of goods that are being produced. So the amount of goods that are being transported from an industry directly affects the chances of production going up or down. So really, you want to transport as much as possible. Now, we're getting a few notifications of a few trains that can't continue, and that's just things like here we've got a train that, you know, it can't get into the platforms. So I think I might have gone a little bit overboard. So if we just turn this, oh god, it broke down. So I was going to say, if we turn this train round and then get it to go into the depot, we can remove one of the trains. I think I might have just gone a little bit too much in the production there. So we'll turn it round and tell it to go to the depot. Just fast forward that a little bit, and we don't want too many trains. In fact, you don't want trains waiting around at all. But having not enough trains is almost worse than having too many, especially in a game with high maintenance. Okay, we're coming through March now, and we've got a bit of money in the bank account. I'm going to pause the game. So, this loop, we are going to get a train going round. Excuse me. I was trying to hold that back, but I couldn't, and then it came out. I'm going to keep that in. So, yeah, we're going to get a train going on this loop. It's important to start this loop going, but I don't want to go too much at it too quickly. These trains are going to be expensive. So, here's the depots. Let's get a new vehicle. Now, looking at these vehicles, we've got 3 trains to choose from. One's got 84% reliability, 79, 79, and 80. So 79, 79, 80, we can call it the same. So out of those 3 trains, which one would we probably want to choose? Well, reliability is the key factor number 1 that I go for. Key factor number 2 is top speed, especially on long lines. Shorter lines, it doesn't matter because it takes your train a little bit of time to get up to speed, and especially if you're not going very far, it's going to get up to speed and then slow down and go back into the station again. So we want good speed because it's a long straight line. 128 kilometers an hour for the A4 puts that one at the top of our list. It also has more power, more traction effort. The running cost is a little bit more, and the initial outlay is quite a lot, but I think it'll be worth it. So we're not going to just get 1. We're not just going to get 2. We're going to get 3. This is the first time that I've done a line like this, and of course we're transferring coal, and our train length is 12 for this part of the network. So let's see how this works. So there we go, 12, and we've still got 90k in the bank. Like I said, we've got money, things are going okay, but we have to be careful. We've got a lot of infrastructure with a lot of growth left to come, and I'll explain a little bit about the growth left to come part soon. So here's our train 15, our first one on this loop. We're going to first tell it to go to this station, not the one that it's next to. We'll go this one. The first thing we're going to tell it to do is pick up some coal. We're going to go here where the coal is being transferred, and you can see we've got about 6,000 tons of it there, so plenty of stuff to shift. We're going to go there, and that is going to be full load. Okay. Then after we've done that, we're going to go down the line, past through Lincolnshire, past the Wash, down past Wisbech, all the way through Cambridge sort of area, past Harlow, and then we go past London, round in the bottom loop, and in to this cargo hub south drop, and that's where the power station is that does that. Now I accidentally had that selected, so I'm just going to do it again, and then after we've dropped, we pick up. So we're going to full load there, and then we're going to go all the way back again through the loop, past London, all the way up past Cambridge, up past March, through Lincolnshire, up past Messingham, and back to the drop-off. And there we go. There's the train's orders. So we're going to get that train on its way. That will fill up with coal, no problem. Now, even though it's a 15-length train, it should still take roughly the same amount of time to fill up as a shorter train, and that's because the platform length's longer. You only really get penalties for loading, like significant ones, if the train is sticking out of the station. If you've got a long enough platform, jobs are good. But here we go, my biggest and longest train by far. It is going to stop here because I didn't set it to non-stop, but that's not a problem. It just paused. It's on its way, and let's have a look at its speed as it's going on there. It's going up to, see, look, it's getting up to speed quite nicely, and going around this corner didn't slow down. That's absolutely fantastic. We've got aircraft available now. We probably had aircraft available before, but we've got a new one available, and the bank balance is just about staying up at the moment. So there we go. Train is loading, and as you can see, that number is shooting up quite quickly. The wagons are filling up, and there we go. We're already off on our first leg of our journey. So if we look at the total cargo, we've got 630 tons, and we've broken down. Reliability is at 76%, but the reliability of this train is just going to go up and up and up. Okay, I think it's about time we decommissioned where is it gone? Where's our factory? So decommission this line, this road network here. We don't need it. That was just to keep the factory open. Oh, having said that, I don't think we're getting regular enough steel deliveries yet. Look, there's not any steel train. Oh, there's a steel train. I don't think they're regular enough. We need to make sure that we're delivering on a regular basis to keep that factory open. So that's fine. We'll get round to that soon. Okay, so we've got £5 in the bank. We've just paid our maintenance for the month. We haven't got any trains waiting here. What I'm going to do is just have a quick scan around the network. We're going to look for any trains that... Now, the passenger network down here is not doing too bad, actually. If we look at the trains down here, we can see that last year they made anywhere from between 152,000 down to 13,000. So there's quite a spread of different income values there, but they pretty much average out the same, and ones that did particularly well last year are not necessarily doing particularly well this year, and I think that's mainly due to cargo distribution on that main line, which is why I'm not going to go too much further than Doncaster. We'll probably go up to, from Doncaster we'll probably go York, and then we'll call that the end of the line. We'll go if you go too far, you're going to have people from London wanting to go to York, and they're going to just take up space on the train all the way up there. So have a quick look around here. We've got a few trains queuing. That's not great. We need to work that out. So I think it's time to talk about that growth. So round here we've got 3 coal mines, and you can see that we've only transported 42%, 39% and 39%. But that's because we didn't have enough trains on the network, and that's why I spent 2 in-game years throwing new trains on the network. Now we have trains sat here loading, and the reason why these percentages are a bit weird is because they pick up from here on the way. So they're sat there doing that. We've got trains queuing up. That's bad because we've got trains queuing up, sat there doing nothing. That's costing us money. But it's at the moment, I think it's a bit more important that we serve these coal mines perfectly. We always want a train in there loading all the time. So when this next train goes, we want another train to come in straight away. We want these transported amounts to go up, because then we want production to go up. Production will not increase significantly or at all if the amount transported is not enough. So looking at that, we've got some waiting there. We've got one waiting there. And we've got one waiting there at the moment. I think that's about right. If we go over to the iron ore, we have only got one in platform. We've got none waiting there. So we might want to actually throw a few at it there. Steel, we've got nothing even in the platform. That is bad. That is very bad. We've got just enough money to throw another train in there. So you can see we've got tons of steel sat there. That's going to make sure that the ratings are going down. You see that? It was higher than, I think it was 61. It's gone down to 60. That 59. The ratings are just going to go down and down and down. The lower the ratings, the less stuff we'll get from the industry. The less stuff we get from the industry, the less transported we get. Now, like I said, I've been putting a lot of trains on this recently, so we're at 71% transported now for the steel. That's not too bad. I would prefer it to be up at 80. Give us that a bit extra buffer. But you can see now we've got the next train coming. So whilst we haven't got a lot of money in the bank account, we've got a lot of trains that, you know what, I just realised we've got that train going down to the south. It's only here. It looks like it's recently broken down, but it's on its way. It is. It's on its way. It looks like it's actually not getting particularly fast very quickly. But it's currently going past Market Raisin, so it'll be down at the wash soon. We'll keep an eye on that. What I'll do is I'll put that down here. As long as it doesn't constantly break down, we should get a good little bit of speed out of that. Okay, like I said, money is slowly coming quite nicely. We just need to check to make sure, look, we're looking good for the amount of things there, the amount of trains. It's now a balancing act. We've got a fantastic infrastructure in place to be able to make loads of money. And these iron ore mines, I think we did look at them already. Where are they? Here they are. Yeah, 70% transported, 70% transported, and 70%. Those numbers will be going up and up and up. Oh, and by the way, thank you very much for all your comments on the previous videos about how I might transport these iron ore. A lot of people are saying boats. A lot of people are saying boats. I'm kind of tempted to do it. Some people are saying road vehicles. There's not many people saying trains because of the terrain. And a couple of people said planes. And the answer is just no. No, we're not having that. So I'm thinking maybe we actually ought to start bringing them over. Because we need to make sure that we increase things. So as production increases, the amount of trains we've got going around on our network increases, the amount of money coming in increases, and the amount that maintenance is costing us is offset more by those extra trains. So that's what I mean by growth. Right, you know what? We're going to do it. I've been throwing trains at this for so long. It's time. It's time. So we're going to put that there. It's actually going to be able to get iron ore on its own, but I'm just going to do a little spread. Oop, that's tramway construction. That's something else we haven't done yet, the trams. There we go. So lorry depot, I'm going to put it here. Link it to the docks. That's going to capture that iron ore mine. And then I think what we'll do, should we just do a little road service up to here, or should we stop off on the way? I'm not sure, but we've got to get round the tip here. Oh god, it's been a while since I've done this. So let's have a buoy there. And we'll have one part way. And I think we might need two. So one there and one there. Okay, let's get this going first. Now, we want to be able to then connect to docks up to this. There we go. Dock. And I think if we put one there, that'll be really good. Cool, and we're going to need somewhere for the boats to come out of and service. Now, one of the things that I said, that if a boat's reliability gets too low, it should sink. Like aeroplanes can crash, boats should be able to sink. That's one of my things. So we've got a cargo ship. It can do all but passengers. So we're going to buy one of them. And before I do anything else, I'm going to refit it. We're going to refit it to iron ore. We can do 160 tons, which is about the same as a train, is it? No, that's actually quite a small amount. Almost tempted to road vehicle this over, but never mind. And we're going to give it some orders. We're going to say, go here, full load, and then go to here. Where's it gone? There. Now, I don't know how many of these you need. But all I know is if you don't have enough of them, the ships get lost. So I kind of just wing it, and if it doesn't work, never mind. And then we'll transfer over here. So we're going to put an order in for the hub north, and then transfer. Okay, ship 1. There we go. And then, oh, hang on, we need orders to get it back along this route. So I thought I was done then. I'm not. I've got to keep going. Got to do the next bit, and then we've got to buy some more. How expensive are these ships? That's another thing as well. Also, we're in a position now where we can probably start paying off that loan. So what we'll do is we'll start with 2 of them, and we'll add more later if required. Now, where did I build them? Did I build them down here? No. Did I build them up here? Yes. Let's get a little shuttle route in. Going diagonally with roads is terrible, and what we'll do is actually we'll just put another bit on here. Just make it like a virtual station. Like maybe they've got a forklift that takes it from here to here. But it just means we get another iron ore mining nice and quick. So we'll put that there. We'll put another one up there. It's probably a bit too many for this small route, but there we go. We've got a truck that can do iron ore, and yes, I'm going to remember to refit it. Today is going to be a day where I don't forget to refit everything. And the orders on this are a lot more simple. So full load there and unload there. So I'm not the kind of player that only wants to play trains. I want to do other things as well. It's just trains my favourite. So let's get a few of them. Let's get a fleet of 5 and send them on their way. Those ships are filling up quite... Oh, I built them in the wrong depot. Never mind, it's not the end of the world. It'll be okay. Let's have a look at our station list. We want to turn off everything except coal, goods, ore, and steel, I think. Yep, there we go. So coal hub pickup north obviously has got thousands of tons of steel at it. Goods out, actually we're getting more goods coming through. So we're going to need another train here. And what I'm going to start doing is start paying off that loan. I'm actually cloning old trains there, which I probably shouldn't do. But what we'll do is when we've got plenty of money, we'll let it renew. So yeah, let's start paying off a little bit of that loan. What we'll do is we'll repay 150. Oh, we ain't quite got enough money because it was the end of the month and the money ran out. Alright, we'll just pay off 100 grand for now. Little bit by little bit by little bit. And we'll get there. So looking at this, the only place that's got a lot of things at it is the goods, and the ratings are 60 good. Okay, right in there. Ideally, we want it higher than that. Now, I think... Who's the local authority for this station? Owner... Local authority none. Who's the local authority for Holbeach then? None. For that square. Okay. Uh-oh, we got road vehicles lost. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh, did I put a bus station in? Oh, my goodness. I did. I boasted so much about remembering to refit them that I put a bus station in instead of a lorry station. There we go. Now you don't need to complain, truck. You'll be fine. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Always something, isn't there? There's always something I do. Every episode has to be a mistake somewhere, doesn't there? That's why you're here, really, isn't it? To be honest, you're here to not only see me do well, but also to see the mistakes. Okay, so we've got a number of different things going on. We've got a few trains where the profit was down. We've got a few trains waiting, but that's okay. The production, look, production's going up on these ones. We're up to 41, 42% on these guys. And then down here, they're only at 53, 52. I thought those ones would be higher for some reason. But look, did I get rid of that train? I did get rid of that train. And now I'm thinking, actually, we probably need another one. We've got the money for it. I'll put one in there. There we go. Fantastic. So let's see how this train's doing. We're currently going past London pretty much. And we're going to come down to... The power station's gone! Oh, emergency. Emergency. We've got 125 grand. Right, clear the screen. Clear the screen. Don't even want to look at train 15 anymore. The power station where we're dropping off this coal that we've just spent like 200k on a train, been waiting all episode for it to come down the map, and the power station's gone. Right. Oh, look, there's a power station there. Any other one? There's one there. Ooh. It's too far to spread, isn't it? I could move it up a bit. Is it too far to spread? What is this? Oh no, because look, the bottom of the station's down here, and we can only go, I think, 15. So that's way too far away. Oh, we're gonna have to shuttle it. Am I gonna have to just move the station? And rebuild the pickup potentially? Oh my goodness, this is doing my head in already. I don't know what to do. This is a real head scratcher. Okay, let's just double check. Are there any other power stations right nearby? Or even over here? This would be a good place for a power station. Can we afford a power station? Of course we can't. Fund a new industry. Power station. 1.5 million. Not a chance. Is there a power station around here though? Or even here for now? No, nothing. Okay, so either I completely rebuild this in the somehow hope of getting close enough to that power station, or we put something at Ashford. I'm thinking Ashford because I think that'll be neater. We drop off here, turn this corner and go up there. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to build a new station at Ashford. The problem is Ashford itself is in the way. Okay, first things first. Truck stop. We're going to use spread stations to move this station where we want it to. So that accepts nothing. That accepts coal, nothing. Right. So that's the furthest we can be away. So there's our Ashford. Let's just check the station spread. I want to get this right. Okay, spread 15 tiles. Okay, I'm not going to cheat by changing it, but we're going to use that to our advantage. So that's one. Then okay, let's just flatten that a little bit. I'm glad we've got a little bit of money in the bank account here. Okay, so that's 15. So we could actually have our platforms over here, and then 15 in that direction. Well, okay, let's do a little bit of flattening there. Hopefully Ashford still allows us to build a station if we want to. There's 15 length there. So the back end of our station that's the furthest it can be. So let's put it in. So we want 4 tracks, 6 length there, and oh hang on, it wants to be a spread station. Nuts. Spread station with Ashford North. No. Oh. Hang on a minute. Why wouldn't that let me spread with Ashford Woods? Oh, it's because that's 16. It has to go here. Okay, let's try again. All our money's gone. Oh no. Right, we've got to get this built before the train comes. Oh, you know what? It's an emergency situation. We're going to take that loan again. Right, pause. Right, railway construction. Link this station to... Why is Ashford Woods not showing? Hang on a minute. Let's double check things. Spread. Station spread is 15 tiles. Okay. Ashford Woods is there. So if I go 15 one way and 15 the other, it should be fine. That is 15 up to there. That's 16 up to there. So we're actually going one too far that way. So if I put it here, there we go, look, Ashford Woods. Right, so that is the furthest we can have our station away from the power station. Let's clean up this track. And we've got to link this into there, which should be quite easy actually. I don't want to do too much land deformation now, but something like this, where we just do that. And then, I mean, ideally I'd want to come from here, but I don't want to delete that land like that. Yeah, it wasn't too expensive. Okay. It wasn't too bad. There we go. Right. Remove this, remove that. This episode is going on a little bit longer than I normally plan, but never mind. Get that signal in there. Why is it not one-way signal? One-way signal, please. Thank you. Okay, so we've got one-way signal going in there. We're going into that station. Then we need to come out and go down here, which isn't too bad, actually. If we get rid of this road, we're going to have to move these depots. And get rid of that bit of track. If we come straight down... Okay! Okay! I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. It almost looks like it was meant to be like that. I mean, this kink here is a little bit weird, and we were okay there. That's long enough for our train. This bit here is probably going to make the train slow down, but they're going to be slowing down going into the station anyway. So let's remove that bit of track there. Okay, so now we need to change the order, remove that station. So here's the train. It's let's unpause now I've fixed it. So instead of going to Cargo Hub South Drop, we're going to Ashford Woods. Now watch this power station disappear. So that's where it's going now. So before there, go there, Ashford Woods. Remove that one from the order. Okay, so that's the orders sorted out. Now I can get rid of this station. And you know what we can do? We can just leave this track here. And this can be like a loading, waiting lane before going into coal pickup. Now then, once that Coal Hub South drop, actually I could rename that now. Old. I have to rename it because you can't have two stations with the same name. So then if I come over here, I can rename this one to the new Coal, caps locks on, Coal. If I can type, my brain is just Hub South drop. There we go. Everything's fine, and our train is sort of on its way. So we're going to end the episode with our first train doing its first delivery, its first trip through the loop. And what we'll do is we'll actually stop the train in a depot after it's dropped off, ready to do another loop in the other direction, because we need to actually put some coal in to pick up south. So I think what we'll do, so we will have a depot over here. We'll just shave that land back a bit. Get a depot in there just in case it wants to use it. I know we've got one further up. In fact, I think it looks like it's slowed down. No, it's going okay. We'll have one here. I don't like doing depots on diagonals. I think they look terrible, because you have to do that, that, and that, and it just looks wrong. I don't like it. There you are. Look at that. That's weird. I don't care what you say. That looks weird. But we're about to find out how much this train's going to make. I don't expect it to be a ridiculous amount of money. I expect it to be a nice payment. But the important thing about this is that on the way back, we're going to get a nice payment as well. We're not just going to get it for one direction. So with our iron ore trains, I think we're getting around 80k for going from up here, down this long line to here, but then we're getting nothing for the return journey. with our coal network, we're going to be getting stuff for the return journey. Okay, so a little bit of sorting, a little bit of building, and a little bit of fixing. And I've also noticed we've got a tiny bit of track there we don't need. And we're doing all right. The train's coming in to the station as expected now. It's currently on minus £20,000. So it's cost us 20,000 grand to get this train in here. And I'm going to pause it now so that you can put down in the comments how much you think this train is going to make. And we'll find out next time. So thank you very much for watching. Next episode, we might actually end up having a part 3 to get all this hooked up, so that we can provide coal to this train to send it back again. And what we'll do is we'll release a new train up north at the same as having this one travelling up to the north as well. But that's going to be all from me for now. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, any thoughts, ideas and questions down in the comments section. As always, go to the website masterhellish.net to find out more about me or about the Viewer Plus program, and come over and join us on Discord. You can find out the link for that and many other things at Hellish Places on my website. Bye for now.